Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Jersey and today we are back with Farm Together 2 doing a speed build. And yes, we are actually on Maria's farm, and she had this amazing idea and I was like, you know what? I'm excited. I want to start doing this. This is so unique. This is a first for me. I don't know if anybody's done this in the community, but I was like, we need to do this. We need to do this. So what are we doing? I mean, you saw the thumbnail, right? You saw the thumbnail. We are building a pyramid and a oasis around the pyramid. Now, one of the first things that I did, as you know, is go to Google, look at oasis and get a basic of the idea. Like that way we can represent that look very good in Farm Together. And oases are great because it's basically a pool of water surrounded with greenery just around the edges, and then the rest is sand, right? So that's what we're approaching. So, but she had this unique idea that she wanted this focus point that was gonna be a pyramid. Now, when we first try this out, as you can see, it's gonna take a lot of space and a lot of terraforming. And the way the terraforming here, you can't just raise from the middle and go all the way to the top, right? You gotta always go up one, go around it, and then do it again, and then go around it, do it again, go around it, do it again, go around it, and do it again. And you gotta keep going and going and going, depending how high you wanna go. So for the pyramid, we decided to go with the terraforming that is from the hill, like the one that creates like the little hills, not the one that creates the cliff, because we wanted to really look very nice and very sharp. We didn't want it to have all these hard edges. Now, if you prefer the cliff one and you like it like that, then go ahead and do that. But I figure it was going to be a pyramid. We want to do in the oasis, and the pyramids are kind of like the same color. So this is the best way, because the other way we would have like this dark brown and only sand on the very top. It would not, in my opinion, it would not done the trick that we wanted. So as you can see, we decided to go with the hills, and as you can see, it's gonna take a little terraforming. I almost kind of edited this out so you can see like from the beginning into the end, but I want to show you like how much work it will take you to do terraforming, and it really is gonna take a lot of space. As you can see, she allocated this spot for the idea, and when I first came in, I was like, Maria, this is gonna take a lot more space than you think, because the way Farm Together is, they're big squares, right? So, and you gotta work your way up, and you really want to go as high as you can so it can really be impactful, right? But as you can see, every time you go up in a layer, you gotta add layers after layer after layer. So when you start working on the design, have patience, have time. You know, the terraforming alone is gonna take you a moment, right? And make sure that you kind of take a glimpse at it and make sure that the area that you want to put it in is an area that you want it, because have it to undo it and to redo it, then it's gonna take more time, right? So make sure of that. So over here, we're trying to decide as what we want. Now, something that I need to mention that I forgot to mention, as you can see, yes, my face is here. I forgot to turn off the camera. I forgot to turn off the camera. So yeah, so I am here talking with Maria. So the whole time, you know, this is one of the things I love about when I'm building with member. It just gives me the opportunity just to hang out with them, talk with them the whole time. We're having a great time. I get to know them more. It's just an amazing experience. So it's fun to be able to do this, but I forgot to turn off the camera. So don't get distracted by that guy in the corner, okay? Don't look at him. He's just talking nonsense right now with Maria. They're just goofing off, okay? Goofing off. But as you can see, again, every time you go up, you gotta expand from the bottom, expand your way up. It's a weird way to when you're working on terraforming, because in every other game we don't work like that, and in this one you have to do it this way. So it is different, but at the same time it's okay. It will work. So once we decided that we got the enough height, now I don't know if this is the highest we can go, but we found out like Maria really liked this height. She tested it out. She went from the top. She looked at it in different directions. So once she liked it and she preferred this height, then we locked it in. Now I don't know if this is something, if we can go higher or not, but I think we're getting very close to the highest point. So either way, maybe we could have gone a little more higher, but the problem with testing that out is you have to do all the work one more time, and then when you get to the top, if you can't, then you gotta undo all the bottom, because then everything is out of shape. So so if you decide to test it out and try to really go to the highest, there's gonna be one layer once you get to the point that you're gonna be like, oh, I can't go anymore, and then you gotta like undo everything. But besides that, that's like the best way that I can think of. That's what's gonna happen. Okay, so now we want to do this lake around it. So I'm just making a little section, thinking like how it should shape, and kind of try to make a circle. Now, one of the requests that Maria wanted, she didn't want the lake to be symmetrical. She didn't want it to be equals in every side. She wanted to be round, but she didn't want it to be perfect. She wanted to feel natural. So the great thing about that makes it a little bit easier, you know, not to get every side the same distance, the same square, and all of that. She wanted it to feel as natural as possible, but give it that circle shape, but not be perfection. So I was like, you know, that's not a problem. We can make that happen. So as you can see, I'm just kind of estimating and then just kind of add it, but it doesn't have to be perfect. So it's great. It's great when symmetry, it's not something that we need to worry about. It just makes it great. Okay, so now what I'm doing on the side here is making the pathing. So we decided to add it like just one little pathing just around it, because we were like, okay, this could be kind of like a little tourist attraction in the farm, and people just want to walk around the pyramid and just to enjoy the view. So we decided to do that. So now we're gonna add all this water all the way around, and we're gonna add the whole water in the circle area, and just to start feeling to see if we're getting this oasis. Now we did try to go deep one low, but the problem is when we went down deep once, one lower level that we kind of like, but she has these waterfalls that are leading towards the peak area, and she wants that to be there because it's connected towards over here towards the lake, right? So what we decided on is, instead of being low, because it looks weird because water is coming backwards and it doesn't make any sense, and we want this to make sense. So yes, so we decided then to raise it up. Now she has a backside back here that we want, and I think what I would like to do, and I think we're gonna come back in another time and build behind here. We're gonna make a big old mountain in the back, in my opinion, also being in sand, right? And we're gonna have like these rivers that are connecting and filling up this lake at the same time, so that way we know where the water source is coming from. There is a master plan in hand, but we're gonna see the next time we come in with Maria and see how we're gonna connect all of that. But I think it's gonna look really cool once we do that. Okay, so then as you can see, we added all the sand around, and we want to expand the sand. And as you can see, she had to actually unlock more plots on the sides so we can make this design happy. Now we didn't unlock the back because we're not ready to work in the back, but we are gonna unlock the back so we can do the next idea eventually a little bit down the road. But now is doing the oasis, right? This is the fun part, right? 'Cause to me, to make the oasis and to make it feel as close as we can, is the sand and the little border of greenery. Now we didn't want to use any other trees or plants that don't belong, kind of give you that desert feel. Now we went with the coconuts, we went with the bananas. We knew Maria told me that she wanted to use this. I think it's a really great combination. As you can see, it's gonna give you this extra green and all that. Most of the other trees are too pretty. I don't think they belong around the oasis. I mean, we could add something eventually, but I think this combination that we decided on is really good. And then we did the little cactus. Now the cactus added that extra dryness and also a different height of the greenery, and we liked it. We didn't add any rocks, we didn't add any boulders because they're too big and they just don't look good. They didn't fit the atmosphere. So we scrapped that idea and we just decided to go in this direction. And as you can see, now we adding the cactus. And the way that I did the edging, because we wanted to keep it this little green, right? On the edging, and have all these plants that are surviving because there is water right here. And then once you go out of that initial area, then it becomes desert again. So I like this idea so much. And as you can see, we just place it in every single direction. So just be creative, just place it the way you want. It doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be symmetry. Just place a tree here. Just see what you like, see what you don't like. You like this, you don't like that. I think that's the best way to approach it. As you look at it, you see something that looks off, just delete it or move it and add another one. I think that is gonna be the best way for you to approach when you're adding all of this, because that's how I did it. I just started putting, I kind of have like a little sequence in mind, but besides that, we just kind of go at it and just do it. Now I noticed here that we had like a little gap in front of around the pyramid, and there was nothing really special that we could add there. There was nothing. We didn't like the idea of adding the cactus either. We want the pyramid just to be the pyramid and to look really good. So what we decided is to push the walkway and go around the palm trees in the corner. Maria really liked this and she liked the way it looked at the map. So this is what we did it, and that gave us an opportunity to add a little bit of more water. And we got this little curved design around the palm trees. She really enjoyed it. That makes me happy when the people that we come in and just build together, they really enjoy the design. So I'm happy about that. So as you can see, we're just gonna add a little more water, and I think adding more water, you can't go wrong. It's an oasis, so it's just gonna look a little bit better. So we went all the way around, just that simple. And then as you can see in the palm trees, we just added a little bit of light. Now we did try to add light across the pyramid, but to illuminate it at night. But the way this design is, all you can see is it just took away of how pretty the pyramid is by adding all these lights. So we didn't like it, so we scrapped that idea very quickly, and we just add this little subtle light just in the palm trees, just so we can have a little illumination but nothing else in the area, because it really did not work. We both did not like it. Like, we liked the idea at first, but the more lights we added, everything just looked like we have all these little lamps, and it was not good. Trust us, it was not good. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I really want to make this feel even more. So the more pictures I was looking at, I was talking to Maria, I was like, you know what, I think we need to make this ring around the oasis even more wider. That way it just feels a little more full, and then really cover the rest. You see all this grass over here, all of that is going to turn to sand. I want this to be more sand on this side. And so we gave it a try. She really liked the way it came out, and I was like, you know what, this is looking really good. And that's what we did. So as you can see, I'm extending the palm tree line to as far as I think it should be, and then we're just gonna fill in the middle between bananas and the cactus again. And like I said, this was not a formula. I'm just putting things placed down, and if I didn't like something, I just grab it, moved it. You know, if I can't move it, then we just recycle it, we just deleted it, and we go from there. But once we went a little bit wider in this section, it really came together, and I was like, and she was so happy. As we're doing the final touches, she was getting on the top, she was on photo mode, she was looking at it, she was looking in all different angles around the farm, because she really wanted to be a focal point and to be able to see it from different angles, from different areas. And I love that, because that's what I like to do too. So it's just really exciting. And as you can see, with the tractor, all these different gaps, we were just adding different things. And when I felt like I needed, like right here, we needed more banana tree, so it's not overloaded with just cactus, we added this, and then we added the little palm tree, because we still need palm trees on this side. And again, like I mentioned, all of this over here, we gotta turn to sand and delete all this pathing to really overtake this section, the remaining on this plot, making sand. Because truly for me, what's gonna make this illusion happen is the distance between the water, the beautiful surrounding of the greenery, because there's water, so that like all this is surviving, but and then having the empty space again towards the side that makes it sand. And I think this is what makes the illusion of the oasis very possible, you know. And once we did that, I really, the build came together, and I think it came out the way she kind of wanted it. She wanted the lake to feel natural, not to be symmetrical. So if you're looking at the map, and we're going to show the map again in just a moment in the video, you're going to see that it's not a perfect circle. It gives you the shape of the circle, but it's not perfect. Now, if you want symmetry and you want the map to be a perfect circle and all of that, then you just gotta make sure, you know, make sure you got everything on equal sides. That way, when you look at the lake, like, oh, look at this, it just looks really good all the way around. So you can see now we're gonna turn this to sand, and when we add all this sand here, that's when it starts taking shape. Look at the map right over here. We were just looking at it, we were making sure, as you can see, I'm just talking with her in the little video. We just wanted to make sure that everything was perfect and the way that she would like it to be. We were talking here about future plans on the backside that I think we got some great ideas to complement this build and how we want to enclose this build to feel very separate. But now we are at the very end. We're gonna do the little photo mode because you know photo mode is awesome in this game, and it gives you the ability to see your builds in a whole different way. And as you can see, you see how the water's coming in towards the pig area. It's filling up with water, so that's how they're getting the water. So we're gonna make sense in the future where all this lake is coming water, because it's pouring down, it has to be filling up. So in the backside, we're gonna in one little section, we want to add this river that are attaching into this lake, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. And then depending on the animals that we get in the future and the different items, hopefully we're gonna be able to decorate it very different. But the oasis is gonna be extended just a little more on the side. We gotta add a little more sand, really close it out into the property lines, right? Because we want that to close it out. But at the end, her vision, and I thought this idea was so great. I love this idea. A lot of people don't know what to do with the desert area or the desert biome. I think this is a great idea. And like I said, I just, you know, Maria had all this in her mind. She needed a little help to kind of bring it into existence. She was trying, you know, and I just came in and did her idea. So, and it was great. And we were able to do this in one single sitting, in one single night. And it was amazing, and I really enjoy this idea that she created. It's so unique, and I was so happy to be in part of it. I want to say thank you to Maria for, you know, all the support and everything she does towards the channel. But I'm just so happy that we could make this happen, this reality happen, and that she was so happy. And having the opportunity to talk with her and how sweet she is. Oh my goodness, she's just so sweet. She's just so sweet. But look at this. Look at this. I just love the way everything came out. And it's simple, guys. It's simple. You can do this. You can make it different. You can make it your own. You can add more. You can make the lake even bigger. This could be a very centerpiece in your farm and then build around it. Like there's so many possibilities about this idea, about this design. You can make this with normal grass if you want it, a pyramid just with grass. I don't know. You can make this in the snow, a pyramid in the snow. But if you're looking for the something in the desert area and you're unsure what to do, take this idea, run with it. Maybe you try to go higher. Maybe you do more pyramids in one area. But overall, I think this is great. I think it came out amazing, and I'm so thankful that she gave us the opportunity to come in and do this amazing work on her island. But guys, I want to say thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you want to see more videos, and I'll see you all on the next one. Alright guys, see you later. Bye.